Why would anybody want to switch to wildlife management? At its base, it's about choice, right? We're big on choice in Texas, landowner rights, landowner choice. What I do with my land is my decision. And so wildlife management greatly expands those options for landowners. Maybe I like having cows, but I don't want to have so many cows that I can actually meet the appraisal district's requirements. Maybe the land that I've got just isn't sufficient, even if it's a larger piece. Maybe the topography or the conditions or past uses limit what I can actually support on that land, and I don't want to further degrade it. Maybe I own rural land, but I don't have any interest in running livestock. Maybe I like running livestock, but I only want 1 or 2 head. I like having them around. I don't want to make an operation out of it. With wildlife management, I've got that choice. Wildlife management is now eligible for open space, and it's a type of agricultural use. So they just changed the definition of what an ag use was to include wildlife management. And that opened the door for the next 30 years now for the growth of open space land that's managed primarily for native wildlife instead of primarily for ag productivity purposes. The important thing about wildlife is it's not a different type of open space. It's just another ag use. Wildlife lets me keep that property tax incentive intact without having to continue to break my back doing something that maybe I feel like I've done enough of. And wildlife gives me the incentive to keep that property tax incentive intact, maybe just while I'm alive. Maybe my kids want to come back and put it back into production. In a lot of cases, the kids have moved away. They don't want to put it back in production. They don't know how to keep it in production. And so if I want to keep that land intact for them, I can shift to wildlife management, continue to manage it as open space, but I'm not required and my kids aren't required to keep an agricultural operation running that they don't want to.